Hey everybody, back with another repair video on the Million Mile Accord. So what I've got here is there's a couple parts from Rock Auto. I've got a Delphi part. This is the control arm rear lower, and then I've got a Mevotech arm, and this is the control arm rear left trailing arm. So a little bit of background here. I had an accident with the car when it had about 240,000 miles on it, and this left rear suspension was completely trashed. Car went in a ditch, hit a culvert, and it actually folded my left rear tire underneath the car, kind of slid in underneath like that, and all the arms on the rear suspension got destroyed. So this side's been replaced at that point. So let's see how we're doing on mileage now. All right, so 1,048,838 miles. So this rear suspension, I didn't do the repair at the time, and I know that the guy that did it did not use OEM parts, so it'll be really interesting to see how this looks when I pull it apart. But in any case, these arms have 800,000 miles on them, ish, because I have not replaced them since then. But what I was noticing is when I would get on the brakes, the car was kind of twisting a little bit. It was almost kind of kicking the back end out a little bit. I mean, not severe, but it was uncomfortable. It wasn't stopping straight ahead like it should. So when I was changing the oil last time, rotated the tires, I was trying to check everything out like I normally do. And we'll see if you can see this. You'll hear it clicking. I've got a short video about the clicking from underneath the car, but you can see the play in it and the clicking sound. So it's really moving quite a bit. Hard to hold the camera and do that at the same time. All right, so real anxious to see what I find when I pull it apart. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this wheel off, and then we'll take another look at it. Yeah, so all this stuff's been replaced. I have replaced this since then, the upper ball joint control arm, but we're looking at this piece, and then this piece right here. So harder for me to flex it with the wheel off, but you heard that clicking. That was movement of this going in and out. So I'm sure the bushings in here are shot. All right, so I got the wheel off. We're about to take a look at the arms here. So one great thing about being a Southern car, don't have to worry about rust. Underside of this thing's pretty clean for being 21 years old. All right, so not very many bolts to deal with here. Got the parking brake cable fastened in with a 12 millimeter right there on the underside. And then got a 17 millimeter here for this arm. And then up there, 17 as well, up there. And then for the other arm, it's going to be a 17 right here. And then the arm goes across over to here. And that's a 14 up there. You can even see the damage from before. So that's when I had the accident. It kind of crinkled that metal right there. So one thing I want to show you is when I'm working underneath the car, I always use double protection. So I've got the jack on the little tow hook underneath the pan for the trunk, and then jack stand over here. The other side of the tire is resting on the ground, but anytime I crawl under a car, I make sure I've got, you know, double protection. That way, if one thing fails, I've got the other thing to save me. So while that other one was pretty hard, this one was pretty easy. Okay, used a little pry bar to get the bolt out the rest of the way up there. So that forward bolt's still okay. It looks fine. Aft one, they must have torqued the crap out of it. So I'm gonna try to clean those threads up. This is pretty mangled. You see deep cracks like way in there. You can see daylight through there. Yeah, it's completely separated. All right, so side by side, you can tell the old one has a little bit of a bend to it. So if I take a screwdriver in here, you can really tell how much this is damaged. You can tell it all the cracking. So definitely need it replaced. All right, I got the Haynes manual on the car, so I look up torque specs for everything. They have a nice diagram in here where you can look at each arm, see what it's called. So number 5 is the trailing arm. That's what we're working on right now. And so all the torque values for basically all the rear suspension looks like 43 foot-pounds. So I'm gonna clean those threads up on that bolt and then put the new one in and torque it down to 43. And now it's the next day. The beauty of DIY at home. So my strip bolt, I looked at Lowe's, Home Depot last night, but trying to find a metric bolt this size with the shoulder on that's nearly impossible. Anywhere besides the dealer or a junkyard. I did buy a metric nut to put over this and tried to use that because I didn't have the right size die to try to clean the threads. Did not work, so I went out to the local junkyard this morning. Good news is that any Honda Accord from 1998 through 2017 has the exact same suspension bolt, so easy to find. Pulled it off of a 7th gen sedan. Also, I pulled off the other arm here. Did that last night just to make sure neither of the other bolts here were messed up. They were fine, but let me show you this thing. It has a little bit of play in it. So this is the worst end. This is the one that was towards the center of the car. of moves a bunch. You can see a little piece sticking out there. This other side's fine. Doesn't have any play in it at all, but the other side's shot. Well, here's something frustrating. So I looked up the part number on Honda Parts Now for this one, the OEM one. You can see here they're obviously different lengths. This one is the new one that I got was 3/4 of an inch longer than the original one. So the one I got sent ended up being this one back here. This is the back of the rear knuckle. This is another rear arm. That's the same length as that. The one I need goes from the bottom of the knuckle over to there, like we pointed out before. So the listing for Rock Auto for this Delphi part is incorrect. So I just ordered the Mevotech Supreme, just like the other arm there, same brand. Ordered this in Mevotech Supreme, and the listing for that Mevotech also has the exact same OEM part number as I used to source this Delphi one. So that's pretty frustrating because obviously they are not the same part. So whole bunch of control arms, links to that rear suspension, and try to do my homework and get the OEM part number, and still ended up getting messed up. So I'm gonna go ahead and bolt up the old one for now. I do have the other one, the other arm bolted in place now, so that's good to go. I just gotta torque it down, but I'll put the other old arm back in place and get the car back on the road, and then when I get the new arm here in about a week, I'll put that one in. So not too big of a deal, just little minor frustrations. All right, so let's get everything torqued down. Supposed to torque the suspension under a load, so I got a second jack. I put the second floor jack here underneath the rotor and lifted that up to simulate the weight being on the suspension so I could torque the bolts properly. All right, so back to close out this video. So the other arm was 3/4 of an inch too long, so I ordered the Mevotech brand, and you can see here it matches up perfectly. So this is the correct one. So for the Delphi arm, I messaged Rock Auto, told them that the part number, the OEM part number, was incorrect for that Delphi description, and so they agreed to refund the part price and said something about, well, we'll split the return shipping with you. So I agreed to that because otherwise it was basically going to be a part that I didn't need to hold on to. So luckily, when I clicked on the return stuff for that one, it came back as the return shipping for that through FedEx Ground was actually $0. So I didn't lose any money on that deal, which was really cool. So I'll go ahead and get this one put in and get the car back to normal now. All right, with everything cinched up, got the torque wrench set back to 43 foot-pounds for these two bolts for the suspension. Okay. All right, resetting the torque wrench to 80 foot-pounds for the wheel lugs. All right, so before this wheel had a bunch of play in it. All right, it's now solid just like the other side. So some definite frustrations with the one bolt being stripped out, having to go to the junkyard, get a new one, and then the one arm, incorrect description. So it turned a simple job into a little bit longer job, but this is how you keep a 1 million mile car on the road. All right, thanks for watching. See you for the next video.